want to welcome everyone to Chief Drennan's retirement party.
Can we have your attention, please? Can we have your attention, please?
I'd like to welcome everyone to Chief Drennan's. I want to call it the first day for the rest of his life. After spending 28 years on the Jersey City Fire Department. I'd like to welcome his family. Suzette. Got Dan. Got Suzette's mom. Elaine. Julia. Beautiful family. Let's put our hands together for Chief Drennan, our Deputy Chief Paul Commander. In a few minutes, I'm going to ask the people, battalion chiefs, to come up, and then Engine 6, Ladder Tower 6, and the Squad 1 people members. I'd also like to have Chief 240 up here, flag presentation. I'm getting there, Chief. He's not going to let me forget that I'm number 1. And Deputy Chief speaking Drennan. I know he's out there. Again, there's food, plenty of food. Don't be shy. If you're done eating and somebody else needs a seat, we ask you to clean up your mess so they can take a mess. All you can eat is all you can drink is water and seltzer. I don't do the other stuff anymore, so we're going to keep it clean. Right? That's the way we want it. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for celebrating this day with the chief. And nice to have all friends and new friends and family. This is what the job's about. This is what it's all about right here. Good thing. It's a accumulation of a lifetime. And I know we're going to take this speech when we present the flag to them. We do have the flag. And during that time, when we do bring up the flag ceremony, I would ask that everyone keep your
give you a couple minutes of your time. Everybody calm down. Give you a couple minutes.
Thank you, Chief. That's so nice. But when we do the plaque, I would ask when I call for that silence that you all pay attention, because I think it's important that when we celebrate the career of our deputy, that everybody hears what we have to say about how we feel about our chief. So, again, thank you for coming. We're going to do that plaque ceremony in about 5 minutes. I want the Engine 6, Ladder Tower 6, and Squad 1 guys to get something to eat, and then I'll ask 4 battalion chiefs that are on duty, Chief 240 and Stevie Drennan to come up here when we do our plaque to the chief from the house, okay? Does that sound right to you? And then we're going to get pictures of the flag with your family and stuff like that. So, enjoy yourselves. I'll call the attention again in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, let the guys from Squad 1, Engine 6 get ready to go. And then I'll call the battalion chiefs up here. So, Battalion 1, Battalion 2, that's Stevie, please come up here. Tommy 40, where are you? Tommy. Tommy Kapoor. Oh, I need to work here.
Engine 6, Ladder Tower 6, Squad 1, report to the chief. Report to the chief.
Gus, bring the flag through. You guys stay right here. Al, come on. Gus, where you at, brother? Chris, when you get up here. Okay, can I have your attention? Can I have your attention, please? All right, done talking, I'd much appreciate it. This is all for the chief. This is the chief's day. So I'm going to tell you a little story. If you don't want to listen, step outside and have a conversation. All right? Because now I'm getting serious.
Everybody quiet down. Everybody please quiet down. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you a little story. One night, the chief and I were driving, and an alarm came in. And this was a box that when we showed up, it looked like all hell was going to break loose. And everybody's had that night. Everybody's had a bad day, and everybody's entitled to a bad day. We can't all have a bad day on the same day, right? And this is where the difference between being a brilliant or being a drum comes into play. Because what we rolled up to that night made it look like a towering inferno from the outside. And nobody knows what's going on the inside. Nobody has that insight when nobody's in there, but you're receiving reports from all the people, what you're hearing from dispatch. And when you roll up to something and you care about people, right? Because this is what it's about. It's about caring for people. I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper. And when you don't know what's going on inside of a building, and you're putting people that you love in any type of jeopardy, and you're sending them on the inside, there's a million things that are going through people's minds. I know there was a million things going through mine. I can only imagine the burden of what the chief carries, even when he goes home. But that night, I remember there was a conversation, and I only remember the words that the chief said, okay? Everything else I drowned out. But these were the most important words through my 18-year career that I remember. And they're right on this plaque that we're going to present to the chief. Looks like there was a lot of smoke on the top floor. It was hazy, but I wasn't going to take a chance. I was going to get companies started out. And everybody knows help is on the way. And it's much better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. We're still trying to locate what's going on, and in a high-rise, it could take a long time. When you have two under construction, it could take even longer. Chief, that's a negative at this time. I'm not going to send anyone back until I confirm there is nothing going on in these buildings. Picture yourself standing in front of two high-rise buildings under construction, and there's smoke coming out of what looks like smoke. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but it looked like something was going on in those buildings for me, and I'm a novice. But everybody else around us that night, it looked like something else was going on in those buildings. This is the conversation that was going on, and these are the words that I remember that resonate through me. Okay, when I'm dealing with high-rises, Chief, I'm going to make sure I do not put any of my firefighters at risk that are already committed in these buildings. Especially the ones under construction. Think about it. 10 seconds of silence. If you can think 10 seconds of silence in your head, it feels like an eternity when you're out there and you're in front of your building and you're by yourself, or you think you're by yourself, and there's millions of questions being pointed at and thrown at you. And that time is an eternity. It goes on and on and on, and you're like, oh, thank God the Lord's with us, right? Thank God we have a leader with the backbone to stand up to people and say, no, you're not bullying us. I am a leader. I am the chief. Okay, I'm on the scene here, and I'm calling what I see. Okay? And I'm in command. Right? That's the words that I heard that night. Okay? No matter how many questions are being thrown, he was in command. He is on the scene. Anybody can stand there with a phone and say, oh, there's tick-tock this, tick-tock that, until you see what's going on. And when you see what's going on, and you feel something going on, and the hair on the back of your neck is standing up, and you have the backbone to say, I'm in command, I have it, I'm on the scene. And I'm not sending anyone back. And I'll tell you what, we didn't put anybody's life in jeopardy, right? Because we all say, it's much better to get them moving, right? Until you're that person that you get questioned why you get them moving. But when you got the fortitude, the intestinal fortitude, to stand up and say, you're damn right I did. What's the problem? Because in the end, everybody goes home. And that's what's important. So on behalf of all firefighters here, We thank you for your leadership and your testimony. May your actions be remembered to inspire bravery and resilience in the face of adversity. Repeat in your meetings, in the hall, taking the meeting of the If you don't want to hear it, get out, and then you can come back and take your conversations outside if you don't want to hear it. Let the chief talk.
Class of 81, please.
Moment of silence for Chief Drennan's speech.
So first of all, I'm a little overwhelmed, so just bear with me a second here. I'm extremely grateful. First thing I want to say, I'm grateful to God for everything He's ever given me.
Got it, Chief.
I'm grateful for this unbelievable job. I'm grateful for the family that God blessed me with. I grew up in Jersey City, born and raised, 1509 Nelson Avenue. We didn't have much, but I really never knew that. My parents loved us, had a great upbringing. I got on this job, and I loved it. All my family, my brothers, they were firefighters, they were doing good. I said, I got to do this too. This is overwhelming, all the cameras on that. You know, I got on the job, you know, I needed a job. I know they were all fine, but I didn't know much about the job. I got on the job, you know, it was busy back then. I think my first fire was 2 weeks in, my first real good fire. I was at Genie Walsh, and I remember everything was going on. There was people trapped. We were winding into the basement, fire down the walls, the building collapsed. There was a fire in the trapped. And we're packing up, going back, you know, after like 4 or 5 hours. And I'm like, wow, this is unbelievable. I love this. You know, and I was just so grateful to have this job. You know, my family members, my cousins on the job. I'll just start, you know, when I first got on as a firefighter. I was at Engine 22 on April. The first guys that were with Paranod was the captain. They were animals over there. Joe DePola, Mark Petroselli, Lenny DeStasso, Ray Nickerson. You know, we went to fires. They broke me in. They showed me what to do. I loved being on the job. I went to Squad 4 on April. Had Captain Conlon, Johnny Melfa, a rescuer. It was an alternate rescue. We had Sadowski. We had, who else was over there? Brian Smith, John Bowen. Thank God you're there, John. If I forget somebody's name, please forgive me. This is very overwhelming. But, you know, these guys taught me the job. Smitty, Walter Milne, you know, Patty Drennan was there. Stevie Drennan was the captain with Bassett. And, you know, we went to fires and I learned the job. I loved it. And then I got promoted, went to B Group in 2003. And I finally got Engine 22. I was the captain Engine 22, and I was really with the animals over there. On this group here, we had Siggs, we had Bell, we had French, we had Sadowski, Mazzola, Newman, Honorado, all the others, Joey DiTomaso, if I forget somebody's name. Glenn and Captain Chris Sandman.
You start, Siniglio.
And Siniglio, I said it 6. Yeah, he's a big my ass, he's a good guy. But love him dearly, okay? You know that 6. Okay? But, you know, we went to flyers, we bonded together, you know. I became a battalion chief. I had captains on the unbelievable captains, Vic Petroselli, Flocka, Mark Fallon. I mean, it was unbelievable, you know. Guys wanted to go to the job, loving going to the job. This job is unbelievable, it's a calling. You know, we get to help each other, we're helping people we don't even know. You know, it's an incredible profession. Okay, and you know, I thank my family, my wife for putting up with this, being nervous. You know, some of the things that happened over the years. And supporting me all the way with everything. You know, one thing I really want to say is, you know, being a deputy chief on Beagle, you know, I've been a deputy 7 years on this group for 6 years already. Okay, it's been amazing. It was the first time I can't go in the building rooms, you know, so I get to watch what you do. Going into these buildings, my stomach's turning outside, like Richie Wrestling was saying, you know. And you know, you see the building from the outside, and you go, holy crap! I said, I've been doing this for years. All I'm doing, because I was an aggressive firefighter, but now my decisions, your life's on the line with what I'm going to do. So I always would act on the side of caution, because that's my job and my responsibility. And I'll never regret doing that for anything, okay? Because you're the guys that matter the most to me, okay? You are the people that get the job done, the firefighters, the captains, the battalion chiefs, making sure it all gets done. You're the ones putting your lives on the line, okay? And you need support from your bosses, okay? If we don't have support, we're all running around like a bunch of scaredy cats, okay? We need to support each other, train each other, help each other, inspire each other, mentor each other. Okay, that's what the job's all about. That's what I always loved about the job. Because no matter what stuff we were all doing together, fun stuff, having a lot of good time, when that belt goes off, we're all business and we got each other's back. Okay, so I thank you guys for what you do. It's unbelievable, pouring, and what you do every day. Okay, people don't realize what we do. They think it's all fun and games here all the time. Because they don't see what really happens when no one else knows. But the real firefighters, the real men on and women on this job, I got to watch it. Yeah, women. Okay? But the real men and women on this job know what's on the line. Okay? And that's what matters the most. You and each other. You know?
Well said.
You know, I said I thank God for everything. That's where I really get my strength from, with everything that changed my life around. So I like to say that because that's true. If I didn't say that, I'd be a liar. You know, guys in the past, I just want to mention, I think my brother John's here. He used to work upstairs in the chief's office. If he's here, hopefully he's still here. I'll get to see the video. He always took care of the guys. He used to be the chief of staff, the executive chief. Always give people the benefit of the doubt. And that's what my brother did. He always inspired me. He's a great leader, a great man, a great firefighter, and well respected. Okay? All my brothers. I feel that way about all my brothers and my cousins, who I always looked up to. Kenny Drennan, Jimmy Drennan, Mikey Drennan. And my brothers Robert, Patty, Kevin, did I get them all? There was my father and his 4 brothers, my uncles, were on the job, and me and my 4 brothers were on the job. So 5 and 5 in 2 different generations. Pretty incredible. Okay, pretty incredible. So, one of my favorite Bible quotes is that there's no greater love than this for men or a woman to lay down their life for their friends and strangers. And we do that. Okay, and we do that. We should do it on the job and we should do it off the job always. And with that, I thank you all, and I want you all to know I love you all, man. I love you all. And I'm always here. So, thank you for everything.
Okay, so now we're going to practice our 10 talks, because we got a lot of shit to do, me and the chief, all right? We're going to be around the world. #1 in the nation. So when you're ready to be a fireman or an officer or a chief of the department, you're coming to see the boss. And we'll be right there because we're going to do a lot of shit. That's it. Me and the chief.
Special thanks to the guys in this house. I love these guys. They've been incredible. I loved living with you for the last 5 or 6 years. You know, we live together, we eat together, we sleep together. You know, we know each other's lives. And we care about each other and love each other.